much for joining us today. It is Tuesday, last day of March here in the Daily Antidote of Song. We are here with our dear friend Reggie Harris on day 2,186 consecutive days of singing here in the Daily Antidote. Could not be happier than to know that we are going to be spending time singing and talking with our dear friend Reggie, who has sung with us countless times here in this program and is a huge supporter. Let's all just give Reggie a big thank you for all he does for this program. And let's all wave to everybody out there on the live stream who's joining us today. Hello, folks out there on Facebook, and hello, folks out there on YouTube. We are glad you are singing along with us today. Happy that you are here. Happy to know that you are raising your voice up in a time when raising your voice up is so important. And I think the really next thing that I should do is say, Reggie, how are you? And would you like to share a song with us? And can you teach us our part?
I would love to share a song, and it's so great to see all of you today. And yes, this is a song by a wonderful, wonderful writer who unfortunately has left us here on this plane. Bob Franke is a longtime friend and a marvelous gift of a songwriter. This is a song that he wrote years ago, and it's an easy song to sing. The words say, I'm walking in the wilderness, we're walking in the wilderness. God moved on the water, Pharoah went down, we're walking in the wilderness. I think it's a very timely song for the time that we're living in. And the melody goes like this. We're walking in the wilderness, we're walking in the wilderness. God moved on the water, Pharoah went down, and we're walking in the wilderness. So as you see, very, very accessible melody. And so I'll sing that through again, and then we're just going to plunge right in to this amazing song. The words are in the chat, and this is a song that, like many of Bob Franke's songs, sort of talks about the struggle between the spiritual and the secular. And, we'll talk about that a little bit later. Right now, we're just going to sing. So, again, we're walking in the wilderness. Up. We're walking in the wilderness. God moved on the water. Pharoah went down, and we're walking in the wilderness. Here we go. We're walking in the wilderness. We're walking in the wilderness. God moved on the water. Pharoah went down, and we're walking in the wilderness. I'm tired and I wanna go home. I'm tired and I wanna go home. God moved on the water, Pharoah went down, and we're walking in the wilderness. My home is in a troubled land. My home is in a troubled land. God moved on the water, Pharoah went down, Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, is right, Reggie. Thank you. That was super, super powerful and great lyrics. And especially knowing that Bob Franke is gone. And in fact, that I think you're going to be traveling soon to attend his memorial or celebration of life. So would love to hear more about why you picked that song and what you were starting to say about the struggle between the secular and the spiritual.
Bob was a remarkable writer who spent a lot of time thinking about matters of spiritual content and how all of us, regardless of what religion or faith path or those who are atheist or agnostic, just the whole cycle of life and how we form and ground ourselves, connecting ourselves to this great universe. And Bob wrote so many amazing songs. One of the reasons I'm traveling is that every year for about over 25 years, one of the pieces of music that Bob wrote, which was a Bob Franke, it was a passion that he wrote, a passion play, choral work that was performed every year on Good Friday. And I had the privilege of singing in at least 10 of those. It's a really remarkable piece looking at the last moments of Jesus in the garden and coming to grips with his story of being willing to sacrifice himself for those he loved. And it's just a really powerful piece that we just really love to perform. So we are performing that this next Friday, or this Friday, in Marblehead at 7 p.m. At the, I just forgot the name of the church.
That one, that church,
that church, that
the one
one.
that's in the link. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Thank you very much.
Well,
Saving me again. So it's a joy to be bringing this back and performing it. And then there'll be a tribute to Bob Franke on Saturday night, and then a celebration of life on Monday. Yes. So all of those events are online. Actually, it should be also on my website. But Bob is a longtime friend, and I just came to really appreciate not only the work that he produced himself, but he inspired so many musicians and so many preachers, actually, so many clergy, to think more deeply about what they were calling those who were in their congregations to. A real acknowledgement of the struggle that we have as we pass through this life to try to help ourselves to be the best that we can be.
that's really beautiful. Thank you. I also love the idea of it being about embracing the notion of a spirituality beyond any specific, rules and regulations of any faith process.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's also a really important thing right now as we're watching things that are happening around the globe, where the conflict is oftentimes including at least some of the language of faith, whether or not that is really expressive of what the faith means would be another
Right.
question. And so, yeah, I feel like it's a really a good time to be thinking about that. I'm so sad that we never got to sing with Bob Franke in this space. That is a real loss here at the Daily Antidote. He would have been a perfect fit for everything that we do and sing and think about in here. And I guess with that in mind, do you want to say anything about the fact that the wilderness right now is currently really overgrown and a lot of thorns? And I know that you're feeling it too.
I am. And, we find ourselves, the image of the wilderness and the image of the desert. Those are two images that on, life's journey that, separated from, things that we need. The verse in his song, Walking in the Wilderness, that gets me is, I'm tired and I want to go home. And the whole concept of home, a place where you can be safe and a place where you can be free, a place where you are free to love. So many of us in this time are struggling with that concept of, finally make it to home. So often we think of our country, or we think of our domicile, our place where we sleep as home. But everything at this point feels so much, and there's a real feeling here that we are not safe. We are suspended in a time where things change, and usually not for the better. Even our concepts of what safety or freedom or love might be has been challenged. And so finding ourselves walking in the wilderness and walking through the desert, not having all that we need to be all that we can be. So one of the things that always brings me back to is that community helps us to make that journey. And certainly the Daily Antidote is a really wonderful example of people coming together in community to seek grounding and to seek connection. So that is why we are, as we are, such a marvelous family here. People come and they go. They come as they need to be fed and as they need to be filled up with a sense of belonging. And music, of course, is the way that we do that. We come together, we sing, and we celebrate each other's faces. We look into each other's eyes and say, I love you.
Oh, Reg, that is so beautiful. Okay, everybody on cue, I would like everybody to look into everybody else's eyes and tell everybody in the room that you love them. Let's go. I love you.
I love you.
Beautiful. I love
I
it.
love you and you and you and you and you and you.
That is so beautiful. Thank you, Reggie. I want to take just a moment to shout out the folks who are actually literally finding themselves unexpectedly without homes. I feel like there is no shortage right now of pictures that you can get whomped by in the news of people returning to what was their home in order to try to see what is salvageable, or people who are in front of their home in a tent because their home is no longer livable, right? And that is just like global right now. There is so much happening in terms of people's actual homes. And that even, I believe, with a really strong faith, it can be really hard to hold the greater sense of home when you're destabilized to such an extent. Especially my heart goes out to the folks who are trying to also bring their children or their aging parents through the journey of trying to live in broken homes. And I don't mean broken homes by divorce. I mean homes that have actually been broken by weapons and by greed, basically, and always. So thank you, Reggie, because I think in that song, there are a lot of wildernesses and a lot of homes. And maybe when we sing it again with you, we can sing to all of those things and send it out to all the folks out there who need it right now. Let's tell them all that we love them too.
We're walking in the wilderness. We're walking in the wilderness. We're walking in the wilderness. God moved on the water. Pharaoh went down, and we're walking in the wilderness. Sing that again. We're walking in the wilderness. We're walking in the wilderness. God moved on the water. Pharaoh went down, and we're walking in the wilderness. I'm tired and I wanna go home. I'm tired and I wanna go home. God moved on the water. Pharaoh went down. We're walking in the wilderness. My home is in a troubled land. My home is in a troubled land. God moved on the water. Pharaoh went down, and we're walking walking in the wilderness. I'm walking in the wilderness. God moved on the water, Pharaoh went down, and we're walking in the wilderness. I'm hungry and food. I'm hungry and there ain't no food. God moved on the water, Pharaoh went down, and we're walking in the wilderness. We all deserve the bread of life. We all deserve the bread of life. God moved on the water, Pharaoh went down, and we're walking in the wilderness. We're walking in the wilderness. We're walking in the wilderness. God moved on the water, Pharaoh went down, and we're walking in the wilderness. God moved on the water, Pharaoh went down, and we're walking in the wilderness. God moved on the water, Pharaoh went down, and we're walking in the wilderness.
Thank you so much, Reggie Harris. Everybody, let's concentrate all our love right now just on Reggie. Let's overwhelm him.
I'm breathing it in.
Love you, Reggie
Thank
Harris.
you.
Thank you so much. You bring so much to this space, and I always, always feel better after being around you. And I think everybody in the room probably feels very similarly. Thanks, everybody. So, Reggie Harris, it's great to have you here. We've got links to all of you and all of your things and all the stuff you mentioned and the chats here and on both live streams. I think we should start today by waving Reggie goodbye because Reggie has to get on the road to get to the aforementioned events. Reggie, thank you for taking the time to sing with us today. Love
Oh,
you.
thank you, Joe, and thank you for all you do, and love you all.
Thank you. We'll see you soon, Reggie. Thanks for coming in. So we're happy to sing today with Reggie Harris, who joined us from Michigan today. And I'm going to do a quick mention here to all of the other folks that we are singing or have sung with. We sang with Melanie Hammett yesterday, hosted by Elise Witt. They were both coming in from Pine Lake, Georgia. And Reggie Harris today coming in from Michigan. Tomorrow, Susie Burke coming in from Maine, and she's going to be in person with Eileen Vance of California, sitting with her in Maine, and Eileen is going to host her. Miles Spicer coming in out of Maryland on Thursday. Sophie Wellington out of Massachusetts on Friday. On Saturday, Evie Layden is going to join us from Indiana. And on Sunday, April 5th, we are going to celebrate our very last day of our 6th year. And then subsequently, we will celebrate the very first day of our 7th year the next day. So please join us, everybody, on April 5 and 6. We're going to have lots of folks in the room celebrating with us. I think it's going to be 2 really special days, and we're really excited to have you with us. Let's all take a deep breath. Can everybody in this room now just take 1 more minute to look out at all the folks out there in the live stream and send them all kinds of love and an invitation to join us again here tomorrow on the Daily Antidote of Song.